thank you, eventually, for saving him from becoming a fat, depressed zombie, like all of his peers.
I wonder if he's talking about Jabba.
That's a price worth paying. We'll be back with Matt Walsh Show in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. It's Matt Walsh on
Pretty much talking about what I'm doing, for example. Kids happening.
Kennedy inbound from here to the burn, 36 minutes, almost an hour on the outbound side. The Eisenhower.
Turn that down a little bit. Kids having cell phones starting at like age 2 or 3, on percentage-wise, and by the time many kids are 12, 13 years old, more than 80% of them have a smart device. And how it's not really a good thing. Even adults, right? Not really the best thing. But we're all addicted on some level. Staring at a little glowing rectangle. I think this issue needs to be addressed somehow. So I heard that Kate Winslet was addressing that issue and saying that her government needs to step up and make it much more difficult for the youngins to have smart devices. This is mostly brass. That part right there, that's cast aluminum. That's cast aluminum. Obviously that's brass because that's part of the... I'll throw that in the pile over there. And these, I think they're actually... I don't know, it's hard to tell. Sometimes these are really hard to loosen up, and other times not so bad. I got a hammer around here somewhere. If I had a hammer. Every time I say, if I had a hammer around here somewhere, my wife breaks out in song and sings, if I had a hammer. I'm like, if I had a hammer, I retort to her, if I had a hammer. I'd knock the daydreams out of you. LOL. Why the heck is... I don't know, I had a hammer. Oh, there it is. The last place you'd think that the king would have it. On a workbench. Look at that. Look how crafty I am. I finally got one light up there. This is a dishwasher electric motor, which way I was planning on dismantling. That's like project number who knows what. Okay, let's see if this guy yaps on about this again. Said topic.
Back to the Matt Walsh Show. I wanted to slay this for you too. There's a teacher explaining why parents should just shut up and let the school system sexually indoctrinate their children.
Oh, come on. Hell no.
Now, I know the children are going to be like, oh, she should have stopped there. But I'm not going to do that. So there's
Ugh. What the hell is wrong with people? Well, that ain't gonna work. Thought it would, but we got stuck under that thing, which I tried getting that running. It does, actually, the motor goes, but does not compress air. Obviously, it's not that old, and neither is that one right there, but neither of them work properly. Made in China, of course. What do you expect? Shocking. Right? It's like the stuff gets sent over here, and it breaks within days, weeks, months, not years. That would be the rare exception. And scrapper comes along, gets sent to the scrapyard, gets put back on a barge and then on a ship, and right back to the country of origin to be made into something else. Oh, it might get a little loud in here. We'll see. Okay, it's not worth it because this is just more stainless. So we're not going to break the other one. This is one scrapping channel. What the heck is the name of it? Is it Scrapping with Grandpa or Scrap It All? Maybe it's Scrap It All. He just takes the stainless sinks in with his scraps because there's not much of a price difference. That's understandable. It's a plane, not a drone. Oh boy. I gotta sort through this crud right here. That's a halfway decent barrel right there. I'm not sure what I plan on doing with that. Cut the top off and use it for something. Anyway, there's this one subscriber, probably kind of local, right? Scrapaholic or whatever. That's the channel name. And he's trying to get a meetup with the king. And I told him probably not going to be in that area for a while. Maybe I will, I don't know. But that little part right there is brass. I don't know, he claims he's going to Florida. Because it's cheaper. I kind of think that this, I want to say this is aluminum without even scraping it, judging by the deterioration. Yeah, it's aluminum. Anyway, he says it's cheaper to live there, which it is, than Illinois, which it is, property tax wise. Less than half. But you can find that in Indiana too. Well, there's so many drawbacks. See, Illinois is a make money state and Florida is a take money state. unless you're in maybe healthcare industry or construction, utilities, working for the power company. If you work for the government, like police, fire, etc., that place is doable. But as a scrapper, nope. Forget about it. Forget about it. That's a small electric motor. So I really wouldn't be too keen on moving there, because only my mother lives there, and she lives in a condominium complex which was heavily damaged by the hurricanes, and the insurance company did not cover any of it. So I was asking this subscriber, they're moving to Florida. I go there, you run into that insurance problem, and he's saying they're not going to have any coverage. Well, that's a high-risk operation there. That's where cheap gets expensive. So as far as Florida is concerned, there's really no family there for me other than my mom. And I don't really know anybody there. So, for somebody like me, I need lots of family, and I need friends. I need people. Because I spend enough time working most of the day by myself. It's no fun being by yourself all day at work, and then you have to look forward to going home and being alone. No, thank you. You all can do that if you want. As far as I'm concerned, I get all my alone time when I'm at work. I don't need any more. So that's what it would be like for me. That's what I envision life being like if I moved to Florida. I would be, except for, my wife. That's all there would be, just the wife. You could make friends there, King. Yeah. When you're older, it's a little harder, especially if you do what I do, making random friends, because most people really are my age are not really interested in scrapping other than maybe as a hobby, but certainly not doing it on the level I do it. But then, I watched this other channel, this guy, he's from Canada, big country scrapper. How the heck does he find all that stuff? Plus, he's got like a huge storage locker, and he's got family helping him. I'm a little jealous there of the big country scrapper. Except, you gotta watch it when them Canadians throw those dollars and cents figures at you, because Canadian dollar is only 70 cents. So, when they throw those big numbers around, always remember the Canadian dollar is not even 3/4. There's always that. Ha 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 ha. Meant as a joke, even though it's real. The king attempting to be funny. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but you ever see the price of homes and real estate in Canada? Wow. Woo! That house that I live in Canada, that's almost worth $3 million Canadian. No lies. I don't care what the Canadian dollar's worth. $3 million Canadian is a very hefty sum. That's like what? Over 2 million American. I can't imagine my house being worth that. It's not worth that. You'd figure with all that land in the big country that it would be almost free. Guess not. What the heck was I doing? Okay, I was over there. I went over here. I was yapping about price differences and stuff. And then I forgot what I was doing. That's pretty dumb. Yeah, so, yeah, the big country scrapper, man, he gets a small fortune in scrap there. He must, so it's almost worth like sneaking across the border and being competition there. Can you imagine? King sneaks across. How are you going to do that anyway? I'm being a child. How am I going to get my scrap truck across the border? And would it even be legal even if you legally crossed the border and went scrapping up and down the streets of, I don't know, Ottawa or Toronto? I went kind of far north into Timmins or something. What else do they have? Medicine Hat, Vancouver. Medicine Hat. That sounds like a cartoon name for a city. Medicine Hat? What the heck? Somebody like goobered this up because they really wanted to keep it going. That's some Depression era thinking there. What else we got? Trying to build up a steel and aluminum load. I don't know. Kate, you do a lot of walking around. Yeah, I know. Not just here, but even as a kid, I remember some home remodeling people coming to my mom's house, and I was working on my car. I'm a teenager out in the street, and the people doing the home remodeling noticed how much I kept walking back and forth from the front of the house all the way around to the backyard, grab a couple tools, go to the toilet, grab something to eat, go each a separate trip. It's like I can't sit still. That's one of the things I cannot, for the life of me, sit still for any more than a minute or so. Gotta get going. Well, I'm gonna dig through this pile here without everybody watching, I suppose. And oh, I know what I wanted to get. The tool to take those transformers off. This sheet metal here. It's probably like a 1/4-inch driver. All right, kids. We will chat again. There's some local guy that wanted to buy, or at least look at my generators that I have. But he watches the videos. But unfortunately, typically, he doesn't want to pay that much. You know, people are like, you could sell those to somebody, you know, that buys lawnmowers, you know, or generators for, you know, X amount. I get like Canadian viewers that say, you could get $400 or $500 for that lawn tractor just as it is. You know, well, first of all, that's Canadian money, once again. And even here, I couldn't get $400, $300, even $200 the way that thing sits. People are like, not that there's anything wrong with the suggestions, so I'm not knocking the subscribers that comment. I'm just saying that there's a couple of local shops, there's not that many, that do lawnmower repairs. And they say, yeah, we'll take it for free. They don't want to even give you a penny for it. And if they wanted to give me $50 for it, I'm not loading it for $50 to go and schlep it there and burn like $25 in fuel in this truck. No. I'd rather let it sit there. No, I'd rather either fix it, maybe in the year 2039, or tear it apart for scrap. I think this is long enough long-form video. The last long-form video that I did, the volume was like really low because I like downloaded the latest software edition for my gadget here, and like, I don't know, it has not been performing very well. I kept getting those notifications that the software version is available. Download now. I kept hitting later because I don't have good experience with, you know, each improvement seems like it's worse. When it comes to Apple, oh look, you can see me in the reflection there. So now the Siri, when you say, hey Siri, now it goes, and, you know, before it used to have like that bell. I would go, ding, ding, you know, like a computer, like a robot or whatever. And now Siri goes, or hello, and it's soft. You can hardly hear it. Okay, all you've done in this video is walk around and complain. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. So my plans are to update the registration on this wagon here whilst that wagon is broken, because I ran this thing and the check engine light is not on. So as long as the check engine light is not on, you can take it to the emissions place worry-free and get it tested, which is good for 2 more years. Then the light can come on for all I care. Look back at this thing. I have not progressed at all on this because I haven't turned a wrench on it at all. I really need to. I'm desperate to get to the bottom of this, but yeah, I don't know. Nice video, King. Great camera work. Yeah, I know. You would think after making YouTube videos forever that my skills would have vastly improved by now, which they haven't one iota. Not one iota. I'm the same guy making the same silly mistakes over and over and over again. Yeah, that's a little oily and greasy. That's how my mother-in-law says greasy. She says greasy. Greasy. Not greasy, it's greasy. She's like, that looks very greasy. I'm very greasy. Can I sit on the couch? So I was telling my wife, I'm like, she's like talking really softly. She's over by the in-laws. I'm like, just talk on your normal voice and argue with me. She's like, no. I'm like, let's have some knockdown, drag-out arguments. Oh, King, you're very pleasant. Within their earshot. And she's like, no, we can't do that. I go, why not? That's how you break somebody. You do it often enough and they stop complaining. King, I'm not going to take any social advice from you. If you say that, you're a very, very smart and wise individual, in my opinion. That one is not working on there. I don't know why. I think because it's stripped out there. I need to organize this little cobalt tool thingy I got from Bert a while back. It has been seeing some extreme use, not heavy use, but like extreme in the past like couple of months especially. So we'll leave it there. That'll be tomorrow's project, I think. Organize it and put it back together. Wow. Almost 30 minutes of me yapping along. Hey, do you like me doing real estate Zillow reviews too? Oh, there's like a trailer hitch wiring. Oh, back on the ground again. There's a battery. I think that one's good. Wow, that really sounds like it's almost right behind me. That beeping sound is louder than... You know, I think some of the trucks are actually louder than others. Weird. Now, those microwaves are not worth taking apart anymore. I'm looking for the copper because very, very few of them. The one saying that I hate, is that, can't hold a candle to you. All right, I'm going to hold a candle to you. Can't hold a candle to you. Shut up. Hey, see you later.